The notification appeared in his vision like a death sentence. Frequency alignment test, third attempt, result, negative. Kael Morrow stared at the holographic display floating above the testing chamber's control panel. Around him, 17 other cadets processed their own results. Sable Voss pumped her fist as golden light danced between her fingers. Conductor discipline, strong resonance. Marcus Chen grinned as his hand flickered in and out of visibility, phase walker potential unlocked. And Kael? Nothing. Not even a flicker. That's it then. He forced a laugh that sounded hollow even to himself. 3 strikes, you're out of the supernatural baseball game. Ren Sato appeared at his elbow, all nervous energy and thick-rimmed glasses sliding down his nose. Hey, at least you're consistent. 0 resonance across all 3 attempts. That's got to count for something, right? Sure. I'm consistently useless. Kael shouldered past the celebrating cadets toward the exit. The testing chamber's sterile white walls felt like they were closing in. I'll make a great poster child for the non-resonant support division. Ren scrambled to keep up with his longer strides. Support division's critical. Without us, the core would collapse. Someone has to maintain the equipment, manage logistics, handle the grunt work while the real heroes save the world. Kael pushed through the double doors into Outpost Blackthorn's main corridor. The polished concrete walls reflected the overhead lights in harsh lines. Thanks for the pep talk, but I think I'll skip straight to the acceptance phase of grief. You don't mean that. Actually, he did. 3 years of hoping. 3 years of watching other cadets manifest abilities while he remained stubbornly ordinary. The worst part wasn't the failure, it was the relief creeping in underneath the disappointment. No more expectations. No more wondering if today would be the day he'd finally feel that spark everyone talked about. They walked in silence past the mess hall, where the scent of synthetic protein stew couldn't quite mask the underlying smell of recycled air and industrial cleaner. Through the reinforced windows, Kael caught glimpses of the world beyond Blackthorn's walls. Rolling hills stretched toward distant mountains, all of it bathed in the golden light of late afternoon. And there, maybe 10 kilometers northwest, the world simply ended. The Cascade Zone rose from the earth like a wall of wrongness. Trees grew at impossible angles. The sky above it shimmered with colors that had no names. Sometimes, if the wind was right, you could hear it, a low humming that made your teeth ache. Assignment boards posting new details, Ren said, nodding toward a cluster of cadets gathered around a holographic display near the elevator banks. Kael's name appeared under Salvage Team Delta. Below it, his new supervisor, Specialist Morrison, a gruff woman who'd lost her left leg to a reality distortion 3 years back. The kind of person who chewed nails for breakfast and spat out screws. At least you'll get to see the zone up close, Ren offered. Most cadets never leave the outpost during training. Lucky me. Kael studied the posting. Salvage teams worked the safe edges of residue zones, recovering tech and artifacts from abandoned settlements. Dangerous work, but not the kind that made headlines. What about you? Research division. They want me analyzing crystallized signals. Ren's face lit up. Dr. Vance thinks my engineering background could help crack some of the more complex formations. Before Kael could respond, the assignment board chimed. New text appeared below their names, urgent red letters that made several cadets step back. Priority mission, Team Delta deployment, 0800 hours. Sector 7G, newly exposed terrain. Signal activity, elevated. Caution, resonance interference expected. Specialist Morrison's voice cut through the sudden buzz of conversation. Delta team, briefing in 20 minutes. Gear check in 30. We've got unstable readings coming from a settlement that just phased back into normal space. She limped closer, her prosthetic leg clicking against the concrete. Her eyes found Kael in the crowd. Morrow. Your point recovery. Hope you're ready for fieldwork, because the zone's been screaming all week. The other cadets dispersed, chattering about the sudden mission. Ren grabbed Kael's arm. Signal spikes usually mean artifact deposits. Big ones. Or reality tears. Or worse. Kael watched Morrison disappear around the corner, her words echoing in his mind. The zone's been screaming all week. He'd heard the stories. Salvage teams that went missing. Equipment that came back changed. Signals that drove people mad if they listened too long. And tomorrow morning, he'd be walking straight into it. His hands trembled slightly as the reality hit him. No powers. No protection beyond standard issue gear and whatever luck he could scrape together. The zone had been calling, and apparently, it was time to answer.